on-screen legend, the late Steve McQueen, set the standard for anti-hero movie stars of the late 20th century. I noticed this anti-hero fashion reappearing again and again in the James Bond films starring Daniel Craig, in a more anti-hero way. A motorsports enthusiast of epic proportions both on and off screen, amassing a personal fleet of over 200 motorcycles, 55 cars, and 5 airplanes, the American actor Steve McQueen proved a major force in fashion as well. He was the first man to land on the cover of Harper's Bazaar, albeit he appeared with a woman's leg. I believe his fashion influence extends to the world of Bond, who prior to Daniel Craig's role seems to have dressed exclusively in dark two-piece suits and tuxedos. McQueen donned Purcell sunglasses in various styles, both in his personal life and on the silver screen. The most famous pair, however, was the foldable tortoise-framed Purcell 714 sunglasses, which he customized with blue-tinted lenses to emphasize his own blue eyes, and wore in Bullet, The Getaway, and The Thomas Crown Affair. These blue tints reappear in the plaid suit Bond wore in No Time to Die in 2021. This is a 3-piece suit just like McQueen's in The Thomas Crown Affair from the 1960s. McQueen's elegant broad-shouldered formal wear was custom made by the celebrated British tailor Douglas Hayward, so the insistence of Bond as a British character would incorporate this British tailoring. A main staple in Steve McQueen's wardrobe were his casual knit cardigans. He fancied them with collars, such as the shawl and other styles, in subtle neutrals and classic navy to again emphasize his blue eyes. With effortless style, McQueen would layer his unfastened sweaters over denim shirts, dress shirts, and plain tees, and then cuff their sleeves. We see this approach and cashmere casual knits on Bond in Scotland in the film Skyfall. This knit trend continued with cable knits. McQueen was highly aware of his Irish heritage and had his absent Irish-American father trailed right before his death. While he never met his father, McQueen paid homage to classic Irish fabrics and knits. The 1960s was a time of natural fabric, and we see the health and legitimacy of these fabrics in photos of McQueen in contrast to the polyester and unnatural fabrics which are so common today. London-based knitwear brand N. Peel, which was founded in 1936 by Nat Peel, dubbed the King of British Cashmere, decided to launch its own 007 collection in 2020, coincident with the release of No Time to Die. So we see these recurrent menswear trends coming back, in part due to McQueen's influence. McQueen spent most of his life racing anything that had an engine, from grueling endurance classics to wild off-road motorcycle races. He may have got his need for speed from his father, William McQueen, who flew rickety biplanes in California circuses where his mother performed. Descending into prostitution after William left, McQueen's mother, Julia Crawford, brought men home, and McQueen developed a hatred for women as well as the world in general. He repeatedly ran away at the earliest age of 9 because he could not deal with the chaos at home. He lived idyllically with his grandparents in Missouri, learning to drive farm equipment and jump motorcycles before his mother would come and take him back to California. McQueen preferred chinos for fooling around in the desert. These were cool, easily rolled around desert boots and would hide any accompanying sand or stains. Bond wears chinos throughout Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. We also see the similar appearance between a Bond girl with windswept hair in Quantum of Solace in the desert and McQueen's first wife, Neely Adams, together during shooting practice in the desert. The jacket with a plaid underside was popularized by McQueen in his various sunglass and watch ads. McQueen understood the relationship between commerce and film and was one of the first to score big product placement contracts. Hollywood types thought him weird for demanding 50 pairs of blue jeans in his contracts, but he did so to give this clothing to the Boys Republic Chino reformatory care home he stayed in as a youth after being caught stealing car hubcaps. The McQueen family regularly hosts car shows at the Boys Republic site in California to continue to raise money for these young men. McQueen's style is so effortless, it makes sense it would be replicated by various Hollywood juggernauts decades later, including the Broccoli family and the Bond franchise. Khakis can be dressed up with a leather jacket or dressed down with a t-shirt. Cable knit sweaters add texture to any look. McQueen's wardrobe is very versatile. It seems the Bond wardrobe of dark suits and tuxedos needed an update, so McQueen became the logical muse for James Bond.